everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will do the reading for the 19th, 20th and 21st of April 2023. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so if you notice, normally we will do the 2 days reading today. However, this time I will do the 3 days reading. Now, the reason for this because everything that we discovered and share with each other about the solar eclipse and the matrix, and it's the time that it's gonna happen. So the waiting time is over, and there's a lot of important messages and a lot of new spiritual upgrading that we really need to pay attention and bring into the awareness to allow things to work for each individual on your own soul journey this time. Okay, so the reason why I put 3 days in a row because the solar eclipse officially will take place between the 20th and 21st. Depends on where you are in the world, the time zone might be different. But let's say if it's on the 20th, is the high peak, is when we witness the solar eclipse and the new moon at the same time. If you see what I mean, so this solar eclipse is, the energy is much different. It's about the new beginning, but it's on a larger scale and it's more intense. The solar eclipse will take place in Aries under the ruling of Mars. Indicates the new beginnings, the time to take action, the time to make decision. Whatever that you need to do, but mainly it's about the instructions from Pluto of stopping the old things or killing, removing the old things and generate and initiate the new things. It sounds a major and vast aspects of life depends on which you are pursuing. That's why it's really important. Around this time, it will put people into different stages of feelings, of emotions, of insights. And that's why we have to collect all the data and all the informations and put it together the way you can be inventive about it. That's why everyone will learn in a different ways. However, the slogan is there, the goal is there, and the exit door of the matrix is there. Now, I really advise people to come back to the video of the matrix and the solar eclipse in the library. If you still not yet totally get the ideas, or you only listen but you don't analyze it, it's really important information, because for me, that piece of information took me the whole 40 years just to uncover and discover it. That's how important it is, because it will solve everything else in your life later on, and it allows you to live a different ways, another level of consciousness. And it also allows you to step out of your own matrix and say goodbye forever to all the karmic energies that you're still struggling with. Now, I put the 21st of April into this reading because Mercury is conjunct with Uranus. But also at the same time on the 21st, Mercury will start to retrograde. It creates the very intense moments, intense feelings, and intense emotions. It triggers a lot of events. Whatever event it happens, it can be the new beginnings, but it's also something disastrous, because it forced people to have to give up something, remove something. And Saturn is about sacrifice and time, remember. So there's a lot of the sense of you are being advised or will be forced to come out of that bubble, your own matrix. And this is all in your mind. The whole magical thing of this is you can solve this by open your mind and see it the higher level, and how high it is. I already provided the video, so why not just watch the matrix video and think about it, because it will allow you uh, to stop all the karmic, to stop all the struggle, because you're no longer in the survival mood. So if you're still in the survival mood, that indicates that you are so deep in the 3D density, the 3D consciousness. But this solar eclipse is about a new beginning, the universal amnesty, but it's also about the process of the earth ascending to the 5D consciousness. So that's why this is very good opportunities, but it also can be very scary, because you might feel helpless, you might feel depressed, you might feel very vulnerable if you are a very gentle soul. Okay, so before I start this reading, I will give you 4 numbers from angels. Think about the number you want to pick between 1 to 4. If you need time, you can pause the video. Don't rush. With number 1, it will be about emotional struggle. And it's the same with the ideas that I was talking about. This is a time that people need to learn how to transcend anything with griefs, with pains, with hurts, into something, neutralize it. So this is the process of you transcending all the negativities of what life threw on you into something that no longer your business. Now that is actually the way the universe help you to solve your matrix. But if you know about the matrix and got information about the matrix, you're supposed to be able to do it right away. If you are under the spiritual blessing, if you see what the logic of it. And that's why we have the light workers providing all the information worldwide. So that is number 1. And this is really good, because it will help you to solve the karmic energies that you come here to deal with. And then also to add the new layers into your soul. So your soul actually expanding right now. And after that, you have your own choice of how to live. Isn't it amazing? Now, comes to number 2. Number 2 is about spiritual healing. So it's more about healing your childhood, or you have problem with your child. So the childhood is also one, the childhood wounds, the wounds of the child inside is part of the karmic that you have to deal with. But if with the people who choose number 2, it's about coming to balance of yourself. So you can only come to the balance of yourself when you can balance all the feelings and emotions within you. But this is about the spiritual ascending, or spiritual upgrading. So people choose number 2 might go through the enlightenment, comes to realizations of things. Now this is also to help you to solve the matrix. So this is about the amnesty. Anything you choose, anything you're drawn to, it just indicates which is the key for you to think about, so you can solve your problems. Now with number 3 is about the foundations. You can think of the root chakra, the chakra number 1. Now this is about the need in changing your material life, your stability, your foundations, even your home. If you're dealing with home situations, this is a time that you need to to take a step forward, or push up the game of the solutions of what you're dealing with. It's also about connecting with the Mother Earth here, because there's some, when you choose number 3, it means that you are inclined to communities, to collaborations, to connection, because you were lost, because you were sinking too deep into the old and fake and false material base in the past. That's why things might be removed for you, and also because you need something better for the higher your higher self purpose, the next purposes. So that is number 3. It's also very good. The good things about the people choosing number 3 is you probably done all the healings, or you heal your child inside. So it's not important, because you can do it multitask together. Remember, you can choose all the numbers together because they all link together. But having focus to do one thing at a time is always the best solution. About number 4, this is about ascending. Just one word, ascending. So it's part of the people that comes to very high awareness, self-awareness, spiritual awareness, and consciousness, and able to start to become the master of their psychic abilities. Those are choosing number 4, because you are heading toward the 5D consciousness, which is the oneness. So once you're there, you will understand what I'm talking about. But meanwhile, don't worry, because as long as you remember if you can unlock the purposes of why we're here and why we're having to suffer things compared to other people, let's call temporarily call them ordinary people, because ordinary people, they don't choose the spiritual path. They just live a normal life, and then 40 seconds before they die, purifications, all these sort of things. But that is boring, because probably you did all of that before. So just remember that if you start, let's go back to my video about the matrix, and if you can share that with your friends, please share that, because it's very important. I know that not everyone meant to know the guided message. However, we can only try it. I try that with my families and my friends. Some interested, some really astonished about the idea, some very ignorant, but that's their choice. All we can do is we learn something and then we share with each other. Okay, so now let's go to the reading, and we will see what spirits have for us for the next 3 days. Okay, so as usual, we will go to the oracle card first to see what we have, and I will use my most recent favorite deck, is the Star Quotes Astro, to see what the stars wants to send us the message about what we need to focus on. This solar eclipse is really meaningful compared to all the solar eclipse that I did so far, because I already explained the meaning. But the interesting fact that I discovered is we have the solar eclipse like roughly every 6 months. So the next one's gonna be the one in October. Now this one is in Aries, so Mars ruling Aries. It just shows the passion. It's about passion. It's about healing. It's about passion. It's about taking initiations, making decisions, moving forward. And in October, the solar eclipse is gonna be in Taurus. And Taurus is ruling by Venus. Sorry, it's not Taurus, it's in Libra. Libra is ruling by Venus. Both Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus. It is amazing. It's just, sometimes I just catch the ideas of the whole pictures and things like that. So, and it kind of like makes sense because you comes from actions to love. So that indicates that the process of what we're going through is the transformations at the moment, but it's also the boost to encourage people to step out of the old bubbles, so we can close and clear everything, so we can have a fresh start, and then we will start to enjoy things with a love flowing around the universe. So that is a picture of where we're heading, and so this is going to be quite good years for everyone. But I have to say this, a lot of people really don't have patience. Patience is something I had to learn a hard way too. Trust me, everyone has to learn it. And it's difficult to be patient if we don't have the knowledge. So always keep in mind, doesn't matter what happened, what important is how much we capture this life and how we're gonna do it. Only through knowledge. And once we figure out how we do it, then just do it. Let's see if you enjoy life more, and if you can see life in a different ways, because I believe that so many ways to look at life, so many ways to live a life. There's no limitations as long as you don't limit yourself. Okay, so the first card we have is number 46, the 8th house, mystery. This is about the coming to an end. This is actually the solar eclipse energy. Can you believe it? The 8th house is the mystery. And the 8th house is also about mergings, intimacy, inheritance, finances, shared finances, taxes, loans, asset, property, joint ventures, gold, mystery, partner, resources. So it's about new abundance, but this new abundance is based on the redistributions and shared things. Now this indicates that because of this solar eclipse gonna change things, and Mercury retrograde on the 21st, to do what being instructed by Pluto, there will be quite a number of changes in the economics global wide. However, we just leave the global scale to the global, right? We only need to care about what we're doing, because everything starts with the small things. So we have the mystery here. It's about the surprises coming the way. And I actually see that there's some sort of inflow of materials, abundance, for some reason. Okay, so that's the first card. Now let's go to the second card. The second card I will change to the star seeds. So we have the star code, and then we go and the star seeds to go with each other. Isn't it amazing? So with the star seed, I think this card wants to come out. Let's use it. We have Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Oh wow, this is amazing message. This is amazing. Now, we were talking about people choosing number 3. It's a root chakra, connecting to Earth and things like that, and the card comes out exactly the message. So change is coming, and any times of the history of human beings, all these changes already took place because the matrix has its own patterns of running the world, right? And doesn't matter how big changes might be scary. It's all about grounding, how we realize the environment where we are and who is control or running or operating. That's why there's a lot of knowledge required for the advanced understanding and awareness of all this, what life's about. It's nothing new, but when it comes to personal realizations, it will take personal investment and study. So you're studying it already because you're collecting all the experiences. You feel things, you see things, and you hear things. So now it's the time that you start to come to terms of everything. That's why I say the solar eclipse also bring about the collective enlightenment. And that is a blessing. So don't be scared. Embrace your feelings. Well, what I'm trying to say is embrace your positive feeling. If you're feeling you worried, anxious about things, if you scared, that's either shadow things. That is exactly where you start to see the problems and how to solve it within yourself. If you see what I mean. If your body feeling the changes or something coming, that is the messengers. That is the messengers. That means that changes are coming. So prepare yourself, not for the worst, for the best. Because you always prepare yourself for the worst, but you never prepare yourself for the best. So why don't we just try something totally unusual, different? But in fact, it's not. It's just because we never tried before doesn't mean that it's something odd. That's why I keep saying choosing the spiritual path is one of the most painful choice through life, because once you chose it, you come back, you still do it, because it's the highest way of expanding souls and also um, to develop yourself and all other good things coming. But again, because it's the most spiritual painful path for people, it's also give you the most wonderful reward that everyone wanted. But only the brave soul chose it, because obviously if the soul not brave, then they choose the easy way. But that's because they're young, that's all. No old soul choose the ordinary way of living, trust me. Okay, so let's go to love relationship. Let's see what we have. I actually see, I was about to say, I was actually see that the Hierophant, and it says wedding. This situation involves marriage. Congratulations if anyone in that process, because um, the the full moon of April was in the 5th house for Sagittarius. This is all about love, relationship, and things like that. And you know what? Mercury gonna retrograde on the 21st. We got a few indicators recently about the reunion of people. So there's a good chances that you will have the second chance with someone. But how to deal with this type of energies when Mercury retrogrades, we will leave it until the weekend, because that's after the 21st, and we will talk about Mercury retrograde for a change, because solar eclipse, it's been the whole month now. Okay, so now let's go to the tarot and we will see what we have with the tarot. So this for the 19th to 21st of April. Now general energy, let's see what we have. General energies, we have the wheel of fortune, the divine timing. As I kept saying this, people heading to the enlightenment of your future. Your future here is like you catching up with your future. And when you comes to enlightenment and realization, you will understand more why I say that. For example, this last Saturday, let's make myself as an example. Last Saturday, when I did the video about the Matrix, suddenly I came to realization that I just caught myself, that divine timing. So that means that of everything that been designed and calculated, I did it just right. So by the time on that day before the event, I would be able to produce that information. So the information's actually in me. If you see what I mean. Now for that moment, I thought I went through a lot of awakenings, 5 of them. The spiritual one, not the ordinary one, right? That moment I realized that I say, hang on. So we actually know. It's just about the divine timing. So that's why I kept saying you have to trust. Because trust is not easy. It's like being patient when we don't know things. Okay, so the challenge. Let's see what's the challenge we have. So the challenge is the King of Cups. Someone's wants to come back. I don't know why, but I feel like there's something moving backward here. But it's in the challenge. Or you want to kind of like wait for someone. It's a sense of what's the energy is going on at the moment. So it's the urge, if you understand what I'm saying. So it's the urge within people. It's like the heart chakras being activated. So the line of the connections is being opened. But it's in the challenge, so we will have to clarify it and see why it's in the challenge. Now, your higher self wants you to know one thing. There's a 3 of Pentacles here. There is something coming. There's some sort of opportunities coming in. And it will keep you motivated. This is great. So it's like the sense of everything's coming into one full picture. We got the love somewhere, but it's kind of like not clear. You know, that is the feeling of the thing's not clear, but you can feel it somewhere. And there's some feeling of opportunities being presented out of middle nowhere. So let's see what in your mind is the King of Swords. Decision time. There will be a big turn around or turn to another direction. Some things really unexpected. But it's a sense of joy and greatness. I was just saying about that. The 9 of Cups comes out. So like a wish fulfillment, there's some, the sense of you just discover the whole new world in front of your eyes and you even did not expect it. This is the collective energies. I can feel a lot of people is gonna be released from something and feeling really happy with things going on. Depends on what you are searching for too, of course. I was watching something, a magic show yesterday on YouTube, and I want to share this with you because it kind of like makes me think why a lot of people still struggle with the old things. Meanwhile, the information is being provided and all something. So there's a magicians going in this show, and if you're in America, you will might know this show called "If I Fool You" by Penn and Tellers. So basically, they just go to the show and perform a magic trick, but this guy doesn't. He doesn't have any hands, only two arms. So, and the other guy has is totally blank. He doesn't see things, but they do the card tricks, which is supposed for people with hands only, because they cannot see things, they cannot touch the cards. And the magician says something that I really want to share with you guys. He said there's no disabilities in this world. The only disabilities is laziness. And that is very true. I have to agree with that. Okay, so let's go back to our cards. Let's see, Wheel Fortune, clarify the Wheel Fortune. So this is for the 19th to 21st of April. Let's see what we have. The Two of Wands. Definitely there's some sort of revelations in your life about something that will make you very happy. With the Two of Wands, you found a way, or even you saw your own matrix, for example, the enlightenment. Whatever it is, it's something that new. So, the King of Cups. Let's see who's the King of Cups and why the Kings of Cups in challenge. It's the Nine of Pentacles. This is definitely someone that you met before. But in the sense of, how I say, there are people that, in life, you might bump into people and, have some opportunities to get to know them for not long enough to be something, but there's something about this person, like you keep thinking about, or they do the same about you. So if you have that, it might be your story. Definitely not for the people that, aim for the weddings. So let's go one by one and we will see. But this person is stuck somewhere. The Nine of Pentacles here is like, maybe you don't live in the same town, you don't live near each other enough, or even this person has his family or something like that. Because the Nine of Pentacles here is about someone in their own territory. So There's something about someone really thinking about you, but they cannot figure out how to open or break the ice, something like that. So let's see the Three of Pentacles. Why your higher self send you this message? Wow. The changes in your path, the money path, the material path, the work path, there is something about to change and come in. The King of Swords, let's see what we have. The King of Swords is your own energy. It's about you gain the clarities, but what type of clarities that you gain? I have the feeling this is about the enlightenment of the whole things. The Page of Cups. There will be someone trying to contact you. It can be the King of Cups. But there's something about this person, the Page of Cups here. It's like the message finally being delivered about the natures of the connection, and it's too late. It's something about youth don't have or not in that positions of, listening any longer. You just gain the natures of, I think that's the King of Cups. So, in another word, as I say, we always have the answers of where we're going, heading, who is gonna be with. It's just because we were in that stage of being ignorant with all the informations that and guidance that spirits want us to know. The same as in my story last Saturday. And finally, it's like the time is arising. So everything needs to be changed. Everything needs to move the way it's supposed to move. So let's see the Nine of Cups to see if we have any link with the King of Swords about you, because there's something that you will be very, very happy. Makes you understand everything. So the the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Cups. Wow, love. A big, big, big love coming your way. So, the Page of Cups and the King of Cups might be two different people. Let me clarify the Page of Cups to see what is the motivations, the motive of this page energy. Why the Page of Cups is here and who is the Page of Cups? Because I know for sure that in your mind is the King of Cups. I can see it straight away that you two both manifest each other. So the Page of Cups is clarified by, let's see, who is the Page of Cups? The World. the same person. The same person coming toward you. I think you will sort out with each other. The Nine of Pentacles here saying the challenge is you comes to you start to see clearer, or even the people feel the same and see the same thing. What is the truth about the connection? And this it's like the time that the love being granted, the access. So I think there will be some sort of conversations going on, and you will be quite guarded at the beginning. So it's not like you are excited or humbled or being certain about these decisions any longer. But however, there's something about this person or whoever it is that trying to figure out how to do this, that they want to come and see you. Let's pull another card to see if I'm right. Page of Cups, clarified by... This is amazing, right? Because with the energies going on and things being renewed, and to be honest, you know, Maya is about action, but it's also about passion. If you think about it, it makes people want to do things. The Two of Cups, amazing. So definitely that a lot of people gonna get love or being given the second chance with someone. Now make sure it's not your toxic and the karmic people, okay? Because it doesn't work that way. The universe won't send you anyone karmic around this time. The only karmic you have to deal is if you're still dealing with any type of karmic, then yeah, you have to do it, because no one's gonna do the work for you. But if you're not, then there's a lot of potential of loves coming your way. So amazing week ahead. Okay guys, so this is all I've got for you. Don't think about love. It comes when it comes. Focus on your solving the matrix. That's what I really want to advise you. So if you like what I'm doing, please like, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and donate if you can donate or want to donate. Please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you and bye-bye.